Huntington Beach. How about that?
There you go.
So we're at IHOP. We're gonna eat a little breakfast. We just had to go get lab work done, so we're done with that. Now we're gonna eat some breakfast and then head back out to Corona and pick up the other grandkids.
Well, so we got somebody came on.
Oh,
This was unscheduled, so if you're upset,
sorry.
yep. So we came over here to California. What day did we get here?
Third Tuesday.
Yep. So we got here Tuesday. Came over mainly for the doctor appointments, seeing the grandkids, and then scuffling all back for our live that we're going to be having on Sunday. Hopefully we'll be home by then. I don't think we're going to be doing it on the road, but we'll see. There's Slim Jim's on and Amy's on.
Hey
So
there. Hey guys, how are you doing?
this is only on
Oh, there's
YouTube.
some high school cheerleaders going by. I don't know if you'll be able to see
We
them.
having a competition or something going
Yep.
on.
Yeah, they'll be walking behind us. There they are.
There's been a competition going on. I've seen some other girls that had cheerleading outfits on too. So waiting for them to get us some food, or we're going to be conned soon because we got to get back out to Corona, California, before noon.
Yep.
So we'll see how this all goes. Got 10 people on. King's on.
Hi.
Howdy do you?
How
And
you doing?
Peter People Roll.
No, Peter Piper.
Pledge. PL. Gotta turn the chat back on.
Oops.
Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at?
I can get on my phone and see if
All
I
right.
can see it.
She's gonna look and see. So we're down here in Huntington Beach. See the palm trees behind us. It's a cool 70 degrees this morning, so it's really nice
Feels
here.
nice.
Humidity's a little high, but I mean, hey, when it's that cool, it doesn't really matter. Yes, we are.
And we ordered iced tea, and this is coffee.
Coffee, tea. All right, that's
We wanted iced tea, and it's,
yeah, and they got us the iced coffee instead. Wrong stuff. We don't do
Not
coffee.
good. Mm-mm.
So Woody's on. He says hi, everyone.
Hey there.
Good morning. I know something. She's getting on her
Yep,
YouTube and
it's
pulling that up
Not
real
very
quick.
fast here. Let me go back
I
there.
don't know why when I hit it, it's not. There's the chat. Good morning. I know exactly where you are at SoCal. Used to call it home. Yep, we're right here at the IHOP, right here on Main Street.
Yep, Maine and Olive.
Yep.
How about that?
So they've actually closed off this one whole block that was closed off. They got restaurants and stuff sitting out in the street and stuff. And it's something that Huntington talked about for a long time that they were going to do that. And because I guess during the pandemic it was there, then they took it down, and then now when we come back, it's all up. And then it's kind of I like that. I like the more of a beachy theme, not so many cars driving by, that kind of thing. Because this used to get really hectic out here with
Yeah.
cars. There's Mohawk Max on.
Hey, how about that? How you doing? Lone Wolf says, good morning. I know exactly where you are. I used to call it home. Ramblin' Rome says, hey, hey. I don't know. See, mine always is behind. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Is it Clint? Clint's on from the trucking?
I don't know. It just it disappears. No, CME traveling's on.
Oh, okay, traveling. I
Yeah.
thought it said trucking.
No.
How you doing? Good to see everybody. How are you doing this morning? So I guess if you're over on the East Coast, it's probably afternoon, a little after 12.
Yep. So we'll just be on for a few minutes here. Got a couple great videos coming out. Tonight is a highlight video, so you guys need to check that out. It's a premiere, so you guys can talk to us while you're on the premiere. There's Clint. Clint's on now. He's
Okay.
here. There's Mike's on. He's in New Mexico, so I guess you're back driving again.
Yeah. Well, he was
when-
in Oklahoma last
yeah.
live, so
Maybe
I'm
we get
assuming
to come
he
and
was out on the
hang
road.
out. Whoops.
He says, New Mexico, when do we get to come hang out at the garage? Soon.
You can
If
come
you wanna
this
come help.
in
This is
about
almost
a
all done.
weekend. We're going to be we're going to let you guys decide
1:30
if
Eastern time.
I epoxy
Here's
the
Clint.
floor.
Yep.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
You like something?
Yeah, iced
Unsweet iced tea.
tea. Lots of ice. No limit.
So yeah, they brought us iced coffee, and we're not coffee drinkers. I
No.
figured it was so dark, and then the guy brought cream too, so
Yeah,
that
he's like,
kind of
here's
was
some cream, and I saw the guys next to us on their
that
table.
was
They
a
put cream in there, so I
indication
figured
that
that was
it was
iced
probably.
coffee.
We've never been coffee drinkers. Tried it, never liked it.
1:36 Eastern. They said, oh, well, you just wait till you get older. You'll be drinking it.
Here we are, ancient, and we still don't drink coffee.
Old goobers, old fun.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. We're ready for our food.
I guess he's going to do the 55 French toast with the bacon. And then I'll do the 55 buttermilk pancakes. How much extra is it if you get chocolate chips in it?
It's at 99 cents.
Okay, I'll do chocolate chips,
So
please.
it's just a short stack?
Yes, the 55 and older, yes.
Okay, do you want butter or whipped cream on those?
Butter.
Okay,
Thank you.
Alrighty, so we got our food coming, so we'll do this till so yeah.
Rat Pink's on. How are you doing? You must have changed your name because it used to just say Rat Pink. Now it says Rat Pink Ron. Am
Well,
I
there's
correct?
probably other rat things, and you probably didn't want to be confused with those other guys.
You're the original.
Yeah. So we're gonna need you for the fall rally to for Biketoberfest down there.
Iced
Yes.
teas. Oh, we've got four.
Got a couple
That's
of them.
okay.
We'll drink them.
there we go.
We'll drink them.
Yes, we will. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
So they brought us 2 iced teas, so that's extra special. So we'll
Yep.
have plenty to drink.
Don't have to wait
You got to
for
start on
refills.
coffee when you're young. My grandma started me when I was at 3. Jeez. You get all the blown tread out of the trailer's brake. No. Well, the trailer's at home. I'm not going to do that till I get to the garage. Why fight in the driveway to... So, yeah, Ratfing's going to do some filming while he's down there.
There we go. Thanks,
And
Ratfing.
so we can have some footage for down there.
Yep.
And...
Or at least take some pictures and put them on
Because
our
these guys,
Facebook page.
don't you have a GoPro or something too? Didn't you buy something? I don't know if you're who I'm
was mine.
thinking of or not, that had a GoPro and never really used it. And so yeah, we're not going to take the stuff out of the brakes until, I think I'm probably going to need brakes. The brakes don't seem to be grabbing real well, so I'm going to have to find out if it's, if I hit the manual control, the brakes lock up, so I'm going to have to go out to a gravel road and adjust it and see what's happening. I don't think my brakes have been really doing too much. I don't know. I don't know what
Too
it
much
is.
good?
Yeah, I think truck's been
That's
doing
not
all the
good.
work. So we'll
Kinda
check
like with
that
the
out.
boat, we don't
when
really have any brakes
yeah,
on the
there's no
boat
brakes
either.
on the boat. Took them off. Can you pull with the truck? It's just local. Don't need no brakes on it. And because they had to change get all new axles on the trailer because they got bent when they jacked it up.
On the boat.
So yeah, I'm waiting for the shop to get done. We'll have a tour time. So what we're actually going to do probably this weekend, if we can get in the building, we're going to let you guys, we're going to do a short probably and have you guys decide if we're going to epoxy the floor. And then we'll ask what color you think it should be. I wasn't going to do it, and now I've been watching some videos and some guys that have done it, that have shops and stuff, and really not too bad. I guess the only problem you want to watch is if you pull vehicles in, not to turn the tires if there's rocks in the tires. Other than that, it's really not too bad. So SJS is on.
Hey there, how are you doing?
9mm James. Okay, so that's-
LV's on. How
so
is
9mm
your
waiting
puppy?
for your
How
shop
old
to
is your
open.
puppy? He's 10. He'll be 11 in October. October 3rd.
yeah,
he'll
we've
be
seen his dad this week, and he's not
getting
gonna.
really old.
He probably won't make it till next time we're here.
I don't know.
Poor Jack.
I know.
And I'm picking my finger in front of the camera.
I know.
Oh, okay. So is that all your puppy is driving around LA is making us miss the bus? Yes. I can't believe. Where did we go yesterday? And I said the crowds were just nuts. Where did we go yesterday?
Went to the doctor.
Oh, and we walked someplace, and I said, "You notice how rude everybody is." And where the heck were we at?
Did we go with Kimberly? We went to the
Oh,
boys
it
of
was
soccer.
Costco. We went to
Oh.
Costco, and you couldn't believe how rude people are. You know, they cut you off. You know, inside the store. You know, they're zipping around the carts. They don't move over. You're walking down the aisle. You're on the right
And
side.
if you're in their way, they're like, "Excuse me, I need to get that."
So it's like, yes,
We
don't.
miss South Dakota.
Yeah, we don't miss being here. The hustle and the bustle of the big city.
Yep. Say orange if there's a debate. Harley orange if there's a debate. That's what color we want you to do the floor, I guess.
I don't know. I'm thinking, well, we're waiting to see how we're going to do the walls inside. I don't know, because plywood is like $61 a sheet right now. And it's
Daniel.
50 by 60. And I could go halfway up, but I mean, we'll still have to use the 6 by 10 sheets to get 6 by 8 sheets. 4 by 8 sheets. Yeah, 4 by 8 sheets. They go 8 foot up. And then after that, I don't know. So I don't know.
Mike says Costco is Dante's fourth level of hell.
Well, we have a Sam's, we haven't been to Costco's in I don't know how long. And we've
Because when we moved to Bullhead, there's no Costco's. There's only a Sam's. So we let our Costco card go because there's no Sam's or no Costco's around.
well, I
So-
think we actually let it go when we were in Orange County because I don't think there was a Costco there either. I think we only had a Sam's. So when we went out to Corona, they had it. I think that's when we had the Costco card when we lived in Corona.
I don't remember.
So we lived in California for about 17, 18 years. We have a BJ's. Yes, we ate at
Says we have a
BJ's.
No, they have a BJ's.
Oh,
It's kind of like
yeah.
a Sam's.
We've seen those.
out there on the East
Because
Coast.
you get a discount for the gas.
We ate at BJ's yesterday.
Yeah, but it's BJ's restaurant. Not the same thing.
That don't sound right.
That don't sound right. Yeah, BJ's, yeah. But hey, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I know. I asked
So,
them, I think, one time what it stood for. I don't think there's actually one here, too.
So if
What's
any
the
of
other
you
side?
haven't checked out the Facebook page lately, our normal one, we do have another group page we made, which is actually doing pretty good. I think almost up to about 29,000 people. It's just a Sturgis, the 83rd, how you can help. and give good information. I'm looking for a few people that wouldn't mind helping me on that page. Mainly all you have to do is a couple of things. One, you okay people that are coming in. And two, if they put up anything that's inappropriate, you have to okay it. If it's really bad, Facebook takes it down anyway. So we're looking for some people like
we
that.
want stuff that's kind of motorcycle related,
well, the page
Sturgis
says that.
related.
It's all about that. We're not selling that. We're not letting people put stuff on there, T-shirts and crap to sell. So what we normally do, if you're interested, is it's tough because sometimes you get 150 people wanting to come in. And so what I normally do is I look at their names, I look to see how long they've been on Facebook, and if I'm still wondering about it, then I click on their profile and see if there's any motorcycle stuff in their video. Now, sometimes they've got ones that'll say behind it that they have one in the group already. That means somebody referred them to our channel, so I'm pretty much okay with that. So if your guys are interested in that, I mean, it stays pretty busy. That's why I'm looking for a handful. I had a girl, one of our subscribers was helping her, and what's bad about it is if you click on the wrong person and you delete them, they kind of write you messenger me.
A nasty note.
Yeah, that, hey, I'm this and this and this, F your page, da 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 da. And I'm like, dude, crap happens. Well, I do have some things which they still sleep through.
Well, we had James 9mm, and he got deleted.
Well, that was on
night.
a regular.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still the same
Yeah,
thing.
things can happen. So it's like both these two people got, for some reason it didn't go through, and I said, I don't know. I went in and looked. The last one I actually went in and looked and seen if they got deleted and their name didn't show up. So maybe YouTube took you out. So I don't know. Maybe it's just people that are complaining. But I think a couple wrote her and then she decided last night she didn't
on
want.
Wheels says you can add me as a moderator if you want.
So what you have to do?
I added it to it the other day.
Okay. So but you need to send us your real name.
He
you got
yeah.
it. Okay. So I'll do that. So don't change anything in the settings. No.
It's Deanna. So
Don't change anything in the settings.
I don't. You have to ask him, and they'll.
Well, no. If I put you as administrator, you can change things, and I don't want anything really changed.
Mike says he can.
He'll
help too. Yeah.
Okay. So. So the more people we can have, that way, just when people got a few seconds to click on the phone, that way you're not having to look at when it first started, I had like 700. Because what we did is we let everybody join originally, and it got crazy. I got all those Amazon people trying to give jobs, which there is no job. They're just trying to get your information.
It's a scam.
Yeah, trying to get your information. So a lot of people were upset about that. So then I switched it over, and then I had to approve every comment for 3 days. That was insane. I was getting like 1,000 people a day trying to get in, which I did. We've grown just in 4.5 months. I've grown to almost 29,000 subscribers on that Facebook page. So it's kind of neat, and I think it's neat, and you guys can put good information on there too.
Well, it's easy because you guys can help out too. He doesn't have to do all the information. If somebody asks a question, all of you guys jump in and say, "Oh, this is where
so
that is," or "This
like
is how you do this."
our regular Facebook page, but see this one here, it's getting a lot more people because they're interested in Sturgis. It's all about Sturgis only, and I do let a few things come on there. Like there's a guy that sells photographs. I don't know if I'm going to put a stop to him soon or not because he posts every single day. He's putting it on there. He takes the fancy pictures. I have no idea what he charges, but I've seen him on other Facebook pages. But we don't let people sell T-shirts.
Okay, Jimmy, we'll look into that.
What?
He says the only problem he's having is he got the basic package on Patreon, and I'm actually supposed to get the second better package, and I'm not getting it. So you paid for the $9, and you're only just seeing pictures.
Now we haven't
a lot of stuff on?
No, I haven't done a whole
that
lot
might
of
be why, too.
$9 videos. We did
Posts.
one the other day. I could probably do one today because I've got a couple of videos in the queue that
you get to see
that aren't
first before
premieres.
it comes
I
up.
can't do it on premieres, but I could do it on the regular videos. So let me put one of those up today, and then you can see if you can see it. But you won't get to see the girly ones because that's in the $25 because it's adult content only. And so yeah. So we'll put a couple things in the $9 one, and you can see normally what we plan once we get home. There'll be some more like of the garage and stuff that'll be in the $9 one where we'll be showing you the inside of the garage. We got a bunch of signs to put up, things like that I'm not gonna probably put on YouTube because I don't think it's gonna bring enough interest. Now we'll do some stuff on YouTube with the garage, but not everything until the garage gets built. Once the garage gets built and we start doing stuff in there, of course it will. But we're going to
Probably pretty close to being done. Well, I think all they're waiting for is the garage doors to go on.
Well, I don't know if they got that. The pictures we got 2 days ago, they had half the roof on. So if you're on Patreon now, the $3 you should be getting that, seeing all the pictures that we put up. And I've only put a couple pictures up on regular Facebook. just for the fact that we want to give Patreon people something that you don't get to,
Exclusive.
yeah, something you don't get to see
You're
on a
paying
regular.
for.
Yeah. So, because we appreciate that. That money really does help because Sturgis this year wasn't as good as it was last year. I'm actually down a couple $1,000s from last year. We're just about ready to wrap the month up, but I did have a better July than I did last year, but not enough to make up for what we did. So
What we lost
it's
in-
kind of, kind of different. So we're going to know a little bit more. It's going to be another couple weeks before we get all the information about the campground for Sturgis, for those of you that want to check in and be with us and party with us and stuff, because next year it's going to be a little different. We're definitely going to be spending the main week of the rally at the Chip. That we already know, but where we're going to stay, we're not sure yet. But all that information will be coming out really soon. There's Wade from Sacramento. He's up a little bit up north there.
Yep. We'll be heading up that way
Nope.
in a couple weeks.
Yep. So we're going to be going in about 2 weeks. Actually, on September 8th, we're heading up to Washington State because if some of you haven't been watching the channel, we actually, if we hit Washington State, which we're just going down the very corner, Seaview is where it's at. It's about 1,000 miles from our house. It's going to take us a day to get up there, a day and a half to get up there. I'm going to drive the truck, not taking the trailer, not taking Charlie. It's a trip that it's not going to be bad. Other than gas and a little bit of food, which we got to eat anyway, it's also going to cost because we have a 1,000 Trails camping membership we bought 2 years ago, I guess, and you get a free week every year that you get to use a rental unit. And last year our daughter came down. That's kind of what we thought she'd do this year too, come down during spring break, but they couldn't. Spring break didn't work out right. It wasn't the same week that we were going to be in there, so it didn't work out. So if we don't use it by the end of the year, we lose it. So I told her, I said, hey, because she said, man, if we make it to work, because she wanted to do it after we left Sturgis. And I'm like, I don't really want to drive 1,200 miles
Out of our way.
and then back down another 1,000 miles. So it's about 900 miles out of our way. Plus pulling the trailer and finding a place to park it and all
And
that
then
kind
up and down the hills with the trailer.
So we thought, hey, it's what we'll do. I'm actually looking for a rental car, but now they're not very cheap. And I actually went on some of those sites where you can
Rent
rent
from an
personal
individual.
cars, but they're older cars. But most of them only want you to rent. Well, I found a really neat one. It was a 1970 Chevy Malibu that I could rent for like $75 a day. Well, probably doesn't have no air, probably doesn't have nothing. But I mean, it'd be neat to cruise around, especially going up there because it'd be a lot cooler up there. But I don't know if they'd allow you. Really want us to rack up about
Jimmy
3,000
said okay.
miles on his car.
All right. Let us know, Jimmy. You can email us too at
The Bob and Tams.
contact us at bobandtams.com.
Was it a 396? No, it wasn't a 396 Super Sport. We actually tried to buy one last year. I was thinking about buying one before we left for Sturgis.
But it wasn't a stick. So
Yeah, it
we
was an
wouldn't buy
automatic. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? I want a freaking 396 SS Chevelle with a freaking automatic in it with a bench seat. What the hell is with that? No. I'm like, and he said, well, nobody would, because these freaking kids today don't know how to drive a stick. So it's like, it's a car that I'm not going to drive every day. I'm only going to take it out and hot rod around with it and take it to, I'm not a car show guy. So I wouldn't take it to car shows or nothing like that. But I've always wanted.
Just be to say
I had a
it.
55 Chevy that I was fixing up and I ran out of money on that. I had a Thunderbird. I ran out of
Well,
money
it's
on
funny
that.
because when you got the money, you don't have the time. When you have the time, you don't have the money.
And she used
That
to
was-
have. Did you talk about that?
No, my 66
She used to have a
Chevy Impala
66
Super Sport.
Impala Super Sport. Now I only had the 327 in it with a slip and slide. That's a transmission. It's a 2-speed. And right before we got married, she told her dad, "I don't like the car. It doesn't have air conditioning." And I said, "We could put an air conditioner in it."
I don't think
That
they would
car
ever-
was mint. Her dad, it had factory hubcaps on it, the SS hubcaps on it, it had the buckets. It was all black interior. It was maroon on the outside. 327, 4-barrel in it. And
Glass
it was,
packs.
yeah, it was nice car. That car today would be worth about $80,000, and he sold it for $1,000.
French toast?
Yep. I think I had the French toast.
Yeah, and he had it was the 55 and older one.
Is that what these are?
Yeah, I don't think this is ours.
No?
No,
Yeah.
The French toast and the...
I had pancakes and he had just the French toast. It was the 55 and older. And I had chocolate chips in my French toast.
Yeah. Wrong food. So we're not sure whose food that is, but it wasn't ours because it
Nope.
was too fancy.
Lots of strawberries on it.
Yeah. So I don't know. We were talking about cars. So yeah, so we had a bunch of cars. Impala, yeah, it was awesome, and she still wants one like it. But I mean, just to buy a junk one now, it cost me about $15,000, and I don't really have time to fix that up. That's the problem with cars. You know, when well, every time I've ever had a car, it's either I had no money to fix it up, or I had no time to fix it up. So well, I always worked on cars. I had a garage and did all that kind of stuff. So I was mechanical for a long time. And then I got tired of being a mechanic because there was no money working on cars. So that's when I went to work for a utility company in California here and made a lot of money. And now I might start working on motorcycles. So we'll have to see how that works. So we're going to be looking for some stuff. If any of you have access to, we're going to get a lift inside. Somebody already sent me a message on Patreon actually and said showed me one that they have. I'm going to be talking to some of the vendors too because I want something I don't want somebody to kill myself. I don't want to, I'm not going to get a Harbor Freight one. Even though some people say they're pretty good, I just don't want to take that chance with a Harbor Freight one.
Bruce, the nice thing about a manual shift is a 14-year-old Jacker can't drive it.
Well, probably most 25-year-olds can't steal it. And,
Anybody probably under 35 can't drive it.
Yeah. So it's, we even started out my old Duster that I changed to a 3 on the floor was a 3 on the tree. So she even learned how to drive a 3 on the tree.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a lot of sticks. My GMC had a Granny Low in it for. So yeah, so we've done all that
I
kind
used
of
to drive that to work when I was in going to school. That's when
Yeah.
I went
So-
round and round on the
Yeah,
ice.
truth and faith, we've lived in California for 17 years, 18 years. We lived in California.
And the kids
Now
and grandkids
It's
still live out
been
here.
5 years since we've lived here, but we know how California drivers drive. We know what the highways are like. We actually split lanes here on motorcycles. Both of us did. So and that's not how she had her accident. Somebody came out of the carpool lane and picked her off. So it wasn't. That's what
Sun's coming out.
Yep. So she mainly drove her bike back and forth to work every day, and I rode my bike mainly on the weekends. And that was the only nice thing about California is you could
drive
pretty
every
much,
weekend.
yeah, 365 days. Well, let's put it 364 days a year. You could probably ride your bike. And so yeah, so we're pretty careful about driving out here. But right now we're in the truck, so not too bad. But from here, we're just going out to Corona. We're not probably going to do a lot of driving, and then we're probably going to leave. Probably Sunday morning is the plan to head out and go back to Arizona, and then Sunday night we'll do our live for you guys. So we got a couple great videos coming up. Tonight is going to be a highlight video of. If you haven't looked at it, in Sturgis, you guys missed it. There was a Playboy model that was at one of the bars. Then you missed it, and I was going to put this up.
That's it. Thank you.
And surface area, yeah. So we was going to put out a video during the rally so we could show you guys. I got really dark.
Yeah, because I'm in the sun now.
Oh, and we were going to put it out during the rally, but I wanted to wait till like the last couple of days so I could show where I didn't want any other YouTubers to grab a hold of her and say, "Hey, look what we found." Well, sorry. The rally's over, and I just found her the other day when yesterday I was doing a highlight video, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot about that. I forgot to put her on, so she's on the video tonight that's coming out. And then tomorrow we're going to show you the best. Everybody always asks about our RV. We're going to show you how it was built. So it's a really great video. It's going to come out Saturday morning, so you guys might want to check that out, which it's listed as the #1 toy hauler in the world. There isn't anything I know that's better built unless you built it yourself, because that's what we were going to do. That's what I was going to do before we got a YouTube channel. I was going to build a trailer. I was going to get a cargo trailer and go to the auctions and buy these salvage trailers like in South Dakota that's been beat to hell with hail, and then strip it. Take the windows out of it, the doors out of it, get the axles out of it. I was going to put it in a cargo trailer that was all aluminum, and I was going to build a toy hauler. But then when we found these ATC trailers, which are 100% aluminum, and they're really constructed good, and you'll see on the video. So it's not a very long video. You guys can check it out. That's going to be tomorrow morning, so tonight's a highlight. I had it set up my second half of Dakota Gauges. It's just not bringing a lot of views, and I didn't want to do it back-to-back. So the one that came out yesterday, Dakota Gauges, it shows you some of the benefits, some of the neat things that it tells you. You know, you can do a quarter mile, and that thing keeps track of it for you. Your speed, your performance, how fast you were going, the time. It also keeps track of the head pressure. I keep saying pressure. It's the head temperature.
Yeah.
So, like with me, I'm going to do it with the Love Jugs. I'll probably do that maybe next week. We'll get it out and ride it and show you the difference with the Love Jugs on, Love Jugs off. So I thought I was going to have to get my fluke meter out, and now I'm not going to have to do that. So that's kind of neat. So that does that. It tells you oil pressure. There's so much stuff. I would have bought these probably 5 years ago at least if I would have known all the great stuff that it did. So we also have
Harley One Forever, son.
and then the other video that we've got that was going to come out today, and I moved it because it's going to be on Tuesday, is going to be on how to set up the gauges and how to use their app. To where, maybe you're thinking about getting a set of these gauges and you're not sure, hey, how am I going to be able to change the color? Or how do I do this? How do I do that? Well, we show you how to do all that. So that's kind of neat. So that's the video that's going to come out. It was going to come out today, and I moved it to Tuesday because nobody's watching yesterday's video. So we thought we'd come on real quick this morning and let you guys know that the videos are coming up. We got the live coming out on Sunday. So that's all exciting. And somebody was mentioning about gas. Yes, gas is a little high here. We're paying about $1.30, $1.40 a gallon more than what we were paying in Arizona. And Arizona's not cheap.
Arizona's about comparable with South Dakota, and it wasn't that cheap either.
So we've seen other cheaper gas around.
Well, Nevada was higher too.
So Wade says his love jugs is putting his mind in the gutter. So Harley Forever, your Patreon account. Oh, was it your Patreon account was suspended? What did you put on it? We haven't had any trouble with our Patreon account. It's worked out pretty good. But I mean, we only show the love jugs like you put on your bike. That's the only thing we really show on ours. We don't show anything, no.
Other than that, nothing below the waist.
Yeah.
Down south.
Yeah. So if you did that, then you have to mark it as 21 and over. So I don't know if that's why they got you or not. I don't know. I'd have to know what you put on your site to see what you have. But I mean, we've never had any trouble. I'm not even down as 18 and over. But we haven't had any trouble. Now I upload through Venmo is who I upload the videos through. So I don't know. Still don't know why. Same stuff as last year. Topless Tuesday stuff. So I don't know. Did you try writing them and see if they told you anything?
Good luck with that.
So his is marked 18 and over. See, mine, I don't think I have mine marked 18 and over. But we don't download anything through YouTube. So
if you want, you can email us and you guys can talk that way. Or I think you still got our number. I think we have your number.
And we can go through and talk about it and try to figure it out. So
I know.
Pretty exciting.
It's crazy. YouTube stuff is...
Well, all that stuff is. And Venmo I haven't had any trouble with. I kind of got that from Patreon. I kind of got that from Prime Cut Pro. He was telling me that that's what he did. I went on his website and seen what he had. Well, see, the other way is to do something like he does. Now, see, now on our Patreon, we do put that it's only good for people I send links to. You can mark it to where anybody that comes to Patreon sees it.
Like our viewers could go to his Patreon and see it?
No, if he went on the Patreon, yeah, so you don't want that.
Oh.
You don't want other people looking at your videos because that's the people that's going to turn you in. So if somebody's paying to get on your Patreon page, they're not going to turn you in because they came to look at stuff. So, and then I mark everything for non-download. You can't download any of my videos off of Patreon for personal use. That just stops people from sharing stuff that somebody else has paid for. So, okay, so Tim's from Texas.
How about that? Good morning. Oh, it's Pancho. That's one that they have their son Pancho.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Pancho, how you doing? He's the one we saw down at him.
It's raining down there, he said.
Oh, no.
And, so yes, my Patreon people pay, but I don't put it to where other Patreon people that are on the Patreon channel can watch my videos. I just don't. Some people do that. I don't do that. Just for the
one forever says they all pay. I don't know.
Well, but you can put it to where.
Oh, there's David Eastwood.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
So I'm not sure.
So, Pancho's all excited. Got a new street glide after Little Blue broke down and started. Oh, dang! So excited.
So did you get a new one or did you get a used one?
I don't know. It just said a new street glide, but it might be new to them. It may not be brand new, but anyway. So just if you're on, don't forget to give us a thumbs up so they can, YouTube will see that.
Yep. So we got a lot of things in the work that we're working on. We got some more stuff in Sturgis. We may be flying back there in October with meeting with a few different venues. So we'll let you know if that happens. That way, if anybody's in Sturgis, you can check us out.
Might be able to see Grizzly.
Yeah. So might be able to see a few people while we're there. While we're there, we're not sure of the dates yet. We're still looking at it, and we'll know something here probably in about a week if we're going to be flying. Probably going to fly into Denver and rent a car and go the rest of the way. Not going to drive
We
up.
found tickets round trip, $94.
But it depends on what the car is going to cost.
Yeah.
If we go into, it always costs you about $500 to fly in.
See
just
how far
Rapid
away Sean
City.
and Rick is. Maybe they have an extra car they'll let us borrow.
So yeah, so that's kind of about the rundown today. We just kind of wanted to let you know about the videos we got coming up this weekend. It's pretty exciting. We haven't really done a live at all this week. We got, like I said, our Sunday one's coming up. Same time as always. Actually, we came down here to do get a thumbnail for our video.
For Sunday.
Yep, for Sunday. So I took that. So
Well,
I'm
we
gonna.
won't be here.
Yeah, we won't be here,
We'll
but
be back in Arizona then.
and so yeah, so pretty nice. And hopefully by the time we get home, I think the garage should be all all closed up by then. But we still have a lot of things to do. I got to run a water line. I got to get a driveway put in. I got a lot of other things that we still have to do. That got to get electric put out there. So I got other things that need to be done. But we'll be talking to you guys. We'll let you guys decide about the epoxy. Probably I'm interested now in the epoxy. One, I don't have to do a lot of stuff to it. I think all I have to do is clean it because it's already been down for like 3 months, so it's good and set. Just probably hose it off, squeegee it off, let it dry, and then I should be able to put the epoxy down. I don't think I have to do all that prepping work like you would if you had an old garage.
Yeah.
So that'd be neat. Plus, there's nothing in there now. And they say it only takes about 48 hours once you're done to finish it, and then you put a clear coat on it to protect it, and then you're done. So I gotta look at it and see, figure out what it's gonna cost. But I always wanted that, put the sprinkles on it and stuff. But this guy did it on, I see one on Facebook or YouTube that put the white floor down, had the blue and silver sprinkles in it, and it looked pretty neat. He had a lift in there, but he had a car lift. And he only had a few places that got scratched up. He does weld in there, because that's a problem I've had before with the painted floor is when you're welding, you know, the slag hits the ground or anything like that, it burns the paint. And he says he's not really having any trouble with that or the grinder. So I'm like, okay, well, that's not so bad then. So we'll see what happens, and we'll be letting you guys know a little bit more about the garage. So at that, we're going to eat our food, and so we're going to leave you right here. Stay here a little bit.
So thanks for coming out and hanging out with us this morning here in sunshiny Southern California, Huntington Beach. And subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next video.
Here, we'll turn the camera around, and you guys can take a quick look at downtown Huntington Beach. Whoops, that's not it. So that was a turnaround one.
No, there it
it is.
is.
It's over here. It switched around on me. There we go. So, look, it's IHOP. Let me stand up because I can't see nothing sitting down. So that's looking away from the ocean, that way. This is the way that they've got all the closed off for the vendors and stuff. Not vendors, but for the food. All the restaurants and stuff like that now. So it's this whole one block. It's pretty neat. Most of the main restaurants have a place now you can sit out here, and it's kind of neat to sit outside. It's usually pretty cool here in California, temperature-wise. So we're right there. There's the Main Street sign over there. And so it's a Friday. It's all closed off. They got the little barricade things made up because, in Santa Monica, some old man drove through and killed a bunch of people. And so they got it pretty well set to where it'd be really tough to get through here with a car. So, so at that, we'll leave ya. Bye!
Am I supposed to be waving?